What's going on, guys? Midwest Tokusatsu here, bringing you the deluxe King-Ohger from Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger. So this is our core mecha for this year, and just like Oni Taijin, it comes in a similar style box, except I think the only difference is that we get an actual render of King-Ohger on the front, where Oni Taijin, I think it was just like a painting. Go to the back, we see our 5 Shoe God components and the 5 sub Shoe Gods, so it's like 5 auxiliary mechs that make up the rest of the robot. On the side, just a top picture of King-Ohger right there. On the top, picture of the 5 King-Ohgers there. And on bottom, there's surprisingly no legal mumbo jumbo, but just the 5 Shoe Gods once again. So here we have the 5 Shoe Gods and the 5 sub Shoe Gods, and funnily enough, this combination is made up of technically 10 mecha because of these little guys here, which I guess you can kind of sort of count as auxiliaries, but they're auxiliaries that are, part of the main formation. But we'll take a look at them individually, starting with God Kuwagata. So God Kuwagata here, I swear, is just a puzzle piece trying to get his legs right, because these front legs have a really hard time trying to support him. You have to position them just ever so gently, just so he stands upright. And then the instructions with the back legs are kind of confusing as well, trying to get these to bend whatever way they need to go. So if I had any nitpicks, it would just be these legs are just really kind of a hassle, more than they should be. But really, other than that, he's a pretty good looking core piece, because he still has, certain levels of articulation. The legs, of course, can bend every which way. Hind legs, of course, can also bend as you please. His pincers here move. And he also has wings for flight. Next up is God Tombo, the dragonfly, which there's not really much to him besides wing articulation, because most of him makes the wings and the sword, but his wings, of course, can just go up and down. And really, the only other thing that I like is just this really shiny orb green on his eyes there. But aside from that, he's kind of boring. Then we have God Kamakiri, which does a little more. So, I guess a praying mantis, the legs can move to kind of emulate hopping. Arms can go up and down. Got a head on a ball joint. And his tail moves as well, but that's more so for the transformation for the foot. Next up is God Hachi, which really just has this body ratchet, which once again is more so for the King-Ohger combination. The wings can kind of do a 360 and also go up and down. And for some odd reason, this bottom piece on the back, slightly kind of hinges left and right. I'm not quite sure what that's for. And last but not least is God Papillon, which has the wing movement. The underbody kind of swivels, and these legs can go outwards as well. And then the sub-shoe gods all just do in one go, because there's honestly not much to them. So with both God Kumos, you have one with the silver legs, red body, and vice versa, silver body, red legs. And all they really do is just, their legs just move up and down. And then the God Tentos and the God Ant literally just do nothing but connect to the main mech combination. So individually, the Shoe Gods are kind of hit and miss, because you have ones like God Tombo here, which kind of falls flat. But other ones like God Kamakiri, which at least has the leg movement. And also Papillon at least has the underbody and her legs move, and Hachi at least has like a mid body movement, and like I said, like for some reason this swivels. But without further ado, we can now combine them into King-Ohger. And here we have our completed King-Ohger, and all things considered, he's pretty decent. He's by no means my favorite Sentai mecha of all time, not by a long shot, and he doesn't even compare with Oni Taijin from last year, but not everything can be Oni Taijin. But for what he is, I can give him a pass. He's about on par with your average 5-man Sentai mecha, but with the added bonus of articulation, of course, which is more so like a fairly recent regular addition to these things. So if you can kind of like move Kumo out the way there, he's got good leg articulation. He's got a knee bend that can go back about that far. He can kick up about that far. And with the arms up here, oh, that just fell off. But he's got an elbow bend, arms can swivel, shoulder rotates. With Guy Tombo, he's got wing movement. These bottom wings move for flight. And the head, I believe, is a full 360. But, oh, Tombo is kind of in the way there, so we can't really make full use of that right now. But he can turn his head all the way. So final verdict, if you're enjoying King-Ohger so far like I am, I'd say he's worth the pickup by himself. It's a pretty decent toy. Just like the individual components just kind of leave a little bit to be desired from some of them. Not all of them, just like the certain ones that really don't do like anything at all. But I'm sure we'll get more out of this with the various combinations throughout the year. Like there's still like the 3 legend shoe guides with the Kabuto. I think it was Hopper and also Scorpion. So, yeah, so we'll see like what else comes. But by itself, I do like them. But I'm going to go ahead and end there. So as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to like my Facebook page, Mills Tokusatsu. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And this is Mills Tokusatsu, signing out.